The most beautiful things Cardi B did for her first son, the lights, the money, the fame. Cardi B had it all. But nothing compared to the day her son, Wave Cephus, was born. It was a quiet night in September 2021 when Cardi, despite her superstar status, found herself feeling the same nerves and excitement any mother would. She gripped Offset's hand, sweat on her brow, her long lashes blinking through tears of pain and joy. And then, the first cry, a new heartbeat had entered the world. Wave, her son, her prince, her legacy. He's mine, my piece. From the very first moment she held him, Cardi knew her life would never be the same. Unlike her first child, Culture, whom the world got to see shortly after her birth, Cardi made a different decision with Wave. She chose to protect him, to keep him hidden not out of shame, but out of love. For nearly 7 months, the public didn't even know what Wave looked like. No posts, no reveals, only love. Cardi said, "People be so mean and evil on the internet, and I wanted my son to feel peace before the world tried to judge him." During that time, Cardi was still performing, still making music, still running her fashion deals, but she was also changing diapers at 3 a.m., singing lullabies and cuddling her baby boy close on nights where the industry just didn't matter. A chain fit for a king. When Wave turned 1, Cardi didn't just plan a party. She crafted an experience. The theme? Ocean vibes for her baby Wave. But this was no ordinary celebration. There were waves made from LED lights, balloon reefs, cartoon sharks, and a dance floor that sparkled like water under moonlight. And the gift? Cardi dropped $25,000 on a custom diamond chain just for him. The pendant? Baby Shark, his favorite character at the time, encrusted with rare blue diamonds. Custom made by Eliane, it was a kind of piece adult rappers brag about, yet hung from the tiny neck of a toddler who just wanted juice and cartoons. When fans criticized her for giving such a lavish gift to a baby, Cardi clapped back, "If I'm iced out, my son gotta be too. That's my baby. He deserves the best." To Cardi, this wasn't just jewelry. It was a symbol, a declaration. Her son would never feel small in a world that tried to make black boys invisible. Fly with mommy. Even while touring, Cardi made sure Wave wasn't just a baby in the background. She bought him his own first-class plane seat. Not a nanny seat, his own seat. She flew him across states and oceans just to avoid missing milestones. She would rock him to sleep in luxury hotels, hum melodies over FaceTime before interviews, and time her concerts so she could tuck him in afterward. In one interview, Cardi confessed, "I cry if I miss a new word or a first step. He's growing so fast. I want to be there for all of it." She wasn't afraid to turn down a bag if it meant being home for bedtime. Late nights, long nails, real love. It's easy to assume Cardi B, with her diamond nails and red carpets, didn't change diapers. But you'd be wrong. She posted late-night stories, showing bottles lined up on the counter. Baby wipes in her Louis Vuitton bag. "I'm tired as hell," she once posted at 4 a.m. But Wave just smiled in his sleep, and it's all worth it. Even when trolls tried to pit her against other celebrity moms, Cardi stood tall and proud. She wasn't trying to be perfect, just present. And that's what made it beautiful. First photos, first pride, after months of silence, Cardi finally introduced Wave to the world. A soft glow filled the Instagram post. Wave sitting up, diamonds on his wrist, curls bouncing, cheeks full. And in the caption, Cardi simply wrote, "My son, my heart." The world melted. Within hours, millions commented and reposted. But Cardi wasn't focused on the fame. She stared at her little boy, now growing, and knew she had done right by him. More than a mom, a legacy builder. Every diaper changed, every jet boarded, every lullaby hummed at 2 a.m. They weren't just acts of parenting. They were acts of healing. Cardi often speaks about how tough her childhood was. Growing up in the Bronx, hustling to survive, working clubs at night, and dodging the streets. Now, with Wave, she's building something she never had. Safety, luxury, unconditional love. She once said, "My kids will never know the streets. They will never question if they're good enough. I will remind them every day." A love that keeps rolling. Today, Wave continues to grow under the quiet, powerful love of a mother who happens to be one of the biggest stars in the world. But to Cardi, he's not a fan, not a follower, not a business move. He's her son, the boy with the ocean in his name and the world in his hands. A wave, not just of water, but of love, of legacy, of hope. And behind that wave is a woman with a Bronx accent, diamond nails, and a mother's heart that refuses to let go.